Good morning, everyone. Calling to order the special meeting of the Insurance Benefits and Ledge Committee and our Board of Retirement. It's Wednesday, September 1st. It is approximately 8:01. Let's see, do we have a quorum?
Yes, we do.
All right. Okay, first up on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of August 12th, 2021.
Ms.
There a
Gray,
motion?
Ms.
Yes?
Gray, I have to do the roll call.
Oh, please, go ahead.
Sorry.
And the special announcements.
Right. This meeting is being conducted virtually, so I will do a roll call to confirm attendance. Mr. Knox,
Good morning, I'm here.
Mr. Santos,
Present.
Mr. Bernstein,
Here.
Mr. Oakham,
Morning, I'm here.
Mr. Moore,
I'm here.
Mr. Kehoe, Mr. Kehoe, Ms. Sapanta, Mr. Pryor, Mr. Harris,
Here.
Chair Robbins will not be attending because he's on vacation. Vice Chair Gray.
Thank you. Are there any special announcements you need to
Yes.
make?
Staff participating in the meeting includes CEO Santos Kryman, Deputy CEO Louis Lugo, AEO JJ Popowich, Chief Counsel Stephen Rice, Legislative Affairs Officer Barry Liu, from Retiree Healthcare Cassandra Smith and Kathy Magida, and consultants Stephen Murphy, Paul Sadro, Richard Ward, Michael Zito from Siegel. Please use the Zoom chat option in queue. And at this time, we ask all meeting participants to mute your mics until you are ready to speak, and we can now proceed with the agenda.
Thank you.
Just real quickly, Mr. Keogh is here. He's just having mic issues.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. First item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the regular meeting of August 12th, 2021. Is there a
Moved.
motion?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second? I'll second it. It's been moved and seconded. Please take a roll call.
Mr. Kehoe? Mr. Oakham?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Okay, yeah.
There you go. Hi.
Mr. Oakham?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Mr. Moore? Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Ron,
Mr.
if
Moore?
you could move the microphone off of your chin because it's rubbing against your beard and it sounds like sandpaper. You've either got to shave closer or have the microphone further away from your chin.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yes.
Good. I don't have a long beard like you, me.
Yeah, but I don't scratch.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Vice Chair Gray?
Yes,
The motion passes unanimously.
thank you. Next item is public comment. Terry, are there any public comments?
No, we don't have any public comment requests.
All right, moving on to the agenda. Everything else from item 3A through D is for information only. We will start with Mr. Liu, the engagement report for August 2021. Are there any questions? No questions? Let's see here. Okay. Is Mr. Liu on? Is there anything you want to highlight, Mr. Liu?
Yes, hi, good morning, Vice Chair Gray and committee members. Just to highlight that report's a little shorter than usual, given the time frame of the new meeting compared to the last time we met. But just to kind of highlight the second item about the EBRI issue brief, the Employee Benefit Research Institute brief on distinct lifestyles and retirement. You can see it's pretty wide ranging in terms of how, I guess, comfortable people are in retirement. But one of the interesting things about those who are average, comfortable, or affluent is that what they have in common is the fact that they have a defined benefit pension plan that gives them a guaranteed income stream, whereas those who are struggling or just getting by may not have that income stream. And so that's one of the key highlights I want to point out about just how important it is to have a pension plan for retirement security.
Thank you. Are there any questions, any comments by anyone? Mr. Liu, what about the latest on AB 826? I believe I received notice from the Sackers Ledge Committee that just late last night, I guess, or a couple days ago, Irwin, the maker of the bill, had added an amendment to the bill to include that particular bill is specifically with respect to Ventura County. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe that was amended just last night.
Yes.
So it's made a few changes to it, but essentially the bill is the same as the previous version. It is amended to apply to Ventura County only. And then they were also more specific in that it relates to flexible benefit plan allowances as well. So we'll be taking up that item at the board meeting since it moved from this committee last month to the full board for this month.
Okay, thank you so much. Next, we have staff activities report for August 2021. Cassandra?
Yes, good morning, Ms. Chair, members of the committee. Just two things on the staff activity report for our retiree drug subsidy participation for the plan year of 2019-2020. We've requested and have been approved to receive subsidy for our Cigna plan. We've received over $270,000 for that particular plan. We still have the outstanding Anthem Blue Cross, Kaiser Permanente, and the local 1014 subsidies. We'll keep you apprised once we receive additional approvals and the subsidy payments.
Cassandra,
Yeah.
where do those come from? Is that not a refund of drugs? That's where does that 272 come from?
So that is our retiree drug subsidy, which we're entitled to 28% of.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
you're welcome. On July 29th, my staff and myself had our first virtual meeting with the CEO's office to discuss the $1 million lifetime max. During that meeting, we discussed what the migration assumptions would be, and then also a possibility of a cash reimbursement option for those that meet or reach their lifetime maximum. However, there will be very strict guidelines and requirements that will have to be met before those individuals would be eligible for this program. But we'll also keep you updated and informed as this major project progresses. That was just our initial meeting with them.
Cassandra, how many retirees have met that $1 million max?
If I remember correctly on our report, it was 17, but let me confirm and get back to you on that.
Okay, what have you done about that? Have they changed plans, or is that what occurs?
Yes, what we've done is for those that are in the eligible service areas, we outreach and assist those members in getting them changed over to another plan. You may recall we mentioned that there's only been about 2 or 3 people that have not been in the service areas and therefore have no longer become a participant under our healthcare program at this time.
Oh, they're no longer a participant.
Correct, because there's no plan to place them in. There's no HMO in their service area where they live.
Okay, thank you.
And lastly, on August 18th, I had the opportunity to present virtually to the Coalition of County Unions that represents about 14 unions within the County of Los Angeles. CEO Santos Kryman, Deputy CEO Louis Lugo also attended this virtual meeting. It was well received, and we paid particular focus, of course, on the members of the CCU that with the lifetime maximum issue. And we'll keep you abreast of that as that proceeds as well. And that is all I have.
All right. So are there any questions, comments? All right, thank you, Ms. Smith. Moving on to item 3C, LACERA claims experience. Steve?
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for your time this morning. Attached is the updated experience report ending July 2021. Again, the first page will provide a broad overview of the distribution of both premiums paid as well as enrollment by the various plans utilized by retirees. And waiting for that next page to proceed. There we go. Probably of note is the bottom chart, which is again showing on a rolling 12-month period prior versus current expenses on a per retiree per month basis. So we're seeing slight increases on Anthem, 2.8% over the prior 12-month period. Cigna, again, similar pattern to what we've seen in recent months, about a 14.6% increase. And as a reminder, this is a very small and mature population. So again, we'll likely see these kind of trends going forward. And then on the Kaiser experience, we actually saw a 9.3% decrease, and as we'll illustrate here in a few moments, the current period for Kaiser is really at the heart of the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, beginning in April of 2020. So that's the leading indicator for that change. On this exhibit, it's a snapshot of the various plan activity, claim activity for Anthem. For all Anthem plans, year over year, about a 2.6% increase, so very moderate. The Anthem plans non-Medicare, 2.8% increase. Plans 1 and 2 combined showed a 3% increase. Prudent Buyer, which is the PPO plan, saw a 3.4% decrease, and then an increase of 3.4% on the Anthem Plan 3, the Medicare supplemental plan. This chart is the updated Kaiser experience. And again, I just want to bring to note that the current period is April of 2020 through March 31 of 2021. So again, that is really covering the crux of the COVID pandemic at its early stages. And the really big indicators there are going to be on outpatient claims per member, where we see a 21% decrease period over period. And we also saw a slight decrease in inpatient days per thousand, or about even, and admits per thousand were down as well. So we'll continue to monitor that, but this is clearly an expected pattern with respect to the Kaiser experience at this point in time, similar to what we saw with Anthem. This slide will show you the high cost claim experience. So again, as I noted, the Cigna population has a lot of large claim activity, and that's referenced in the top chart. With respect to prescription drug rebates, again, this is an important cash flow item that helps to moderate the overall LACERA budget. So year over year, we saw a slight increase in the percent of rebates received by LACERA. And then the last page is the dental and vision claims experience. So again, reflective of kind of coming out of COVID, we're seeing an uptick in claims experience relative to the prior year, where there was some suspension of services. So at this point, I'll ask if there are any questions.
All right. Thanks, Steve. And you
Thank you.
said, right, no, there's no federal legislation to talk about.
The only legislation that's certainly under discussion that would impact LACERA or LACERA's members is the consideration of expanding Medicare, traditional Medicare, to include dental and vision services. It's part of the budget reconciliation process. There's not much known about the details associated with the kind of design and funding of these plans. We'll have to monitor that through the month of September. And clearly it's going to be a significant debate, as both the House and Senate are very close in terms of the majority. So we'll have to see what happens there. But I just wanted you to be aware of it. So if members were asking, you know that it's out there.
Okay, all right. Any questions, comments? All right. Moving on to item 4, items for staff review. Terry?
No, we have nothing.
All right, and now that takes us to good of the order. Should we I'll just ask, does anyone have anything for good of the order? Seeing none, everyone, what a wonderful meeting. It is now 8:16. And is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
It's been moved, we're adjourned. And what time do you want us to come on?
We would need to start at 9 o'clock since it's noticed.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'll see everybody at 9 a.m.